This week we've got news for all of the parks, with the end of one parade, the beginning of another, and also the first Skyliner gondola car was spotted in the station. So stick around for all that, and also the merchandise at the end, on this week's What in the World. Hi there and welcome to this week's episode of What in the World, the show where we take a look at all of the latest news from Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. So let's kick off with some Magic Kingdom news about Tomorrowland. I'm sure everybody knows there's currently work going on across Tomorrowland in preparation for the arrival of the Tron ride. The latest update is that the facade for Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor is currently being demolished, as we can see in these photos from Blog Mickey. According to cast members, they expect the large facade to be removed partly due to concerns with room down the walkway, especially with the likes of the Tron coaster expected to attract huge crowds of guests down this area. It could potentially cause a bottleneck, so it's great forward thinking. Monsters Inc. is still open during all the ongoing work, and a new sign is expected to be installed as well. The work should be completed by around mid-October. So it seems Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique in the Magic Kingdom will be getting a little bit of an overhaul. Well, not on the schedule just yet. When the overhaul does take place, it will be reimagined to include the new magic that was installed at the other location in Disney Springs. Among the newer items being installed will be a magic mirror where Cinderella's fairy godmother will appear, and also the Castle Couture store that is nearby will also become part of the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, but there's been no details given on how this will work just yet. Now, there's been no formal announcement as of yet, but these appear to be the details that have currently been shared with cast members. So it seems that one of the most popular interactive queues in Fantasyland has been changed in recent days. In the queue for the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, you'll no longer be able to help wash gems, as this appears to have now been removed. It originally opened in 2014, and the jewel washing game works when jewels flow through the trough and guests drag them onto the tray at the side, matching both the colour and the shape. The interactive queue was very popular and also praised by the media at the time of opening, but in reality it was a little more hit and miss, as the queue would sometimes back up while children were enjoying the game. Cast members are currently citing the change due to an upcoming game in the Play Disney Parks app. So when that's released, we'll let you guys know. Just last week, Disney announced that Mickey and Minnie's Surprise Celebration will bring all new music, fun and dancing to the Magic Kingdom starting on January the 18th. Part of this will be the Move It, Shake It, Mouse Dance It Street Party, which will replace the current Move It, Shake It, Dance It and Play It Street Party, which will end on December the 1st. The new party will invite guests to dance with Mickey, Minnie and pals in front of Cinderella Castle, and live singers will also perform new versions of some of the classics from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Along with all of this, the Dapper Dans will also be singing songs in honour of our favourite mouses, and also there will be specialty themed food and also merchandise to help complete it. So this next piece of news does make me a little bit sad. After 20 years of performances, we are losing what I believe to be one of the best fireworks shows on Walt Disney World property. Epcot's Illuminations Reflections of Earth delighted guests through music, fireworks, fire torches and more since it debuted in October 1999 as part of the Millennium Celebrations. And Disney has just confirmed it will finally come to an end in the second half of 2019. Disney has been at work creating a new show which will debut immediately following the show's final day. Now, this doesn't come as a surprise, as a while back we did speak on the show about rumours of music currently being recorded for the new show. and of course then there was all of the upgrades that the lagoon is scheduled to have as well. Keep an eye out on the future shows, and once we have more information we'll let you know about what is upcoming to replace Illuminations. So we'll finish the Epcot news with one short story about the Festival of the Arts, which is returning next year. The Epcot International Festival of the Arts will be back from January the 18th to February the 25th, which will let you indulge in a world of culinary and visual delights. The Disney on Broadway concert series will also expand to 7 days during the event as well. Let me know if you're going to be in the area or you are attending the International Festival of the Arts next year. So with work on Star Wars Galaxy's Edge steaming right along, we had our first look from inside the land earlier this week. Twitter user @JessSahalvo posted 2 photos taken from inside the Disneyland version of the land, where we can clearly see the rock work and also get our first look at some of the details and the aging on the buildings that we'll see when the land opens. Also, BioReconstruct on Twitter posted some images from the Walt Disney World version, where we can see one of the spires that has been painted to resemble the petrified trees. We can also see part of the rock work which will sit above where the Millennium Falcon will be, and that's been painted to look very mossy, and both of these give the land very authentic feels, and I think they look great. So we can see from these photos that work is going along great. However, there is still a lot to do before the land opens at the back end of 2019. Starting on January the 18th, 2019, The Incredibles are moving from Magic Kingdom over to Hollywood Studios. Now, when Toy Story Land opened, Pixar Place was walled off and rumours were that this would become a backstage area. However, it now seems that this will now be transformed into a block of Metroville and will host a party in honour of Mr. and Mrs. Incredible and Frozone to help celebrate their super deeds. Now, you can also meet Edna Mode, and you might even need to look for clues to help find Jack Jack. Also, at the end of the street in One Man's Dream, a door to the Monster World will be opening where Mike and Sully from Monsters Inc. will be meeting and greeting as well. And this will replace the current Star-Lord and Baby Groot meet and greet. Starting this fall, Disney's Animal Kingdom will be offering a new backstage tour. On November the 1st, the 60-minute guided Up Close with Rhinos tour will give guests a behind-the-scenes look at how the dedicated team care for the white rhinos on Kilimanjaro safaris. And as part of the tour, guests will even get the chance to touch a rhino. The tours will be offered each day, and you'll be able to book from September the 22nd, which just happens to be World Rhino Day. Guests will need to be at least 4 years old, and the price of this is $40 plus tax. Now, just last week, Disney has also announced a brand new celebration in Animal Kingdom. Starting on January the 18th, to help celebrate the 25th anniversary of The Lion King, you'll be able to let your inner animal free, as Timon and Pumbaa will host the Hakuna Time dance party on Discovery Island. You'll also have the chance to pose in front of 3 special 3D photo opportunities, which will also recreate scenes from the classic animated movie. According to Yahoo Finance, another hotel may be in the works for Walt Disney World. Tishman Real Estate and MetLife Investment Management, who own the Swan and Dolphin Resort, currently has plans to build a 3rd tower on the site by 2020. The new tower will be built over the existing tennis courts and will be 24 stories tall, holding 349 guest rooms, meeting rooms and a rooftop terrace, which should offer fantastic views of both Epcot and Hollywood Studios fireworks. It's expected to break ground this fall, and as mentioned earlier, should be complete by 2020. Down in Disney Springs, there's going to be a brand new experience coming to the Void, which will be based on the brand new Wreck-It Ralph movie Ralph Breaks the Internet. Now, the Void currently houses a Star Wars experience, but don't worry, this isn't going anywhere, as the new Ralph Breaks the Internet experience will run alongside it. Now, on the Void's website, all it says is this is coming soon, but rumours are putting this round about a November opening time. Now, while Disney's Skyliner continues to be constructed, we did actually learn a little bit more news this week. We've known for a while the Skyliner route from Hollywood Studios to Epcot via some of the resorts, but we didn't really have any other details. Now, this week saw the first gondola car on site at Hollywood Studios for station testing. The car is the same shape and size that was spotted on a flatbed truck back in June. Now there are no cables in place yet, however using the car in the station will allow engineers to test clearances needed, which will allow the cars to pass safely through the stations once in operation. According to sources, we also learned that the cars will not have any air conditioning, but small openings around the windows to provide ventilation, which is very similar to the Disneyland monorail. How these ventilation grates would work if the cars stop, I'm honestly not sure. There will also be an onboard audio system in the cars for safety announcements and in case of any unplanned stops. Disney still hasn't officially announced any opening date, but it should be open round about mid to late 2019. So we've got a few new things in this week's merchandise update, and we'll start with this Black Panther Magic Band, which is currently retailing at $22.99. Also just released at the parks is a series of new ear hat ornaments, each one retailing at $24.99. Now these ear hat ornaments feature Judy Hopps, Maui, Wreck-It Ralph, Coco, Bing Bong, Russell from Up, and Dory as well. Disney is also releasing a Mickey Gold collection on the 18th of October in the EU, which features a large gold Mickey for £50 and also a gold Mickey beanbag, which is £15. Now these are going to be limited, and I would expect that a US release would be round about the same time, so keep your eyes peeled on both Twitter and Facebook and we'll keep you in the loop for those. The last item we have in the merchandise update this week is this limited edition Haunted Mansion Funko Pop, which was just released on the 22nd and features a hitchhiking ghost in a doom buggy. This one is priced at $40. So that's it for another week's news from What in the World. Let me know if you managed to get your hands on one of those doom buggy Funko Pops, because I think those will be quite limited, and if you did, well done for waiting in that queue as well. Now if you did like this episode of the show, please give us a massive thumbs up, and don't forget to share this video with anyone you know that loves Disney news, so we can get everybody involved. While you're watching, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you never miss an upload of any of the shows. And don't forget, you can find us through the week on Facebook and Twitter with all of the latest updates, history, hidden Mickeys, and everything else about Walt Disney World. So all that leaves me to say is once again, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.